Morning friends, and welcome back to the channel. We are having yet another snow day. Today is actually Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to anybody who may be watching today. I decided to come on and take advantage of the day and see if I could get a layout or two done, and in the spirit of using my stash, I also grabbed my January bingo card. And I decided to use enamel dots. Where are my enamel dots? Somewhere on here. So the plan is to use some kind of gemmies, or there they are, to see if I can embellish this page a little bit. So I grabbed these little dollar store gemmy things. And I also grabbed some puffy hearts. I don't know if I'm going to use them. My Maggie Holmes Heritage sticker book and some ombre effect letters. I grabbed some washi tape. I don't know if I'll use these. We'll see how we go. But basically these are just Michaels and they all kind of coordinated. And because purple isn't a color I use very often, I thought I would pull anything I could to just bring all of the purple things on one page. You can see up here I've got some leftover die cuts, stickers, and a couple of other little things that I'd like to try to use up. A lot of these are left over from my last layout. So I will put you on fast forward while I get embellishing. So I don't think I mentioned at the beginning of the video, but all of these cards and papers are just 12 by 12 sheets of cardstock that I've cut down to size, and I'm working through some cut aparts from the Maggie Holmes kit. That little piece there that I'm gluing down is from the one of the cut apart sheets, and so is the little card on my title card. And other than that, this is just a bunch of random stuff that I went through and grabbed from various places in my desk and in some different kits. It's a real hodgepodge. Like I said, I was looking for anything that might be like in that mauvey purple kind of family and pairing it up with the coral colors on the page. I used my my weather picture there for the inspiration for the page for colors. So yeah, these are just very random, and you can see here I'm really trying to use all three of those little washi tapes. I end up being pretty happy with the layout. As I said, mauve and purple are not really colors that I go to, so it's a little harder to pull embellishments to match these kinds of colors. And I think this was only the first or second time I've used these ombre effect citrus twist stickers. They're really pretty. And of course, when I plunked them down, they weren't straight, so I had to go back and fuss with them. Other things I can tell you about the page here are the January little JAN title was something from an old DIY 3x4 card that I made that just didn't get used. I think it was because the print was just a little bit too loud. It was kind of checks or crosses on it, and it was very intense. So I ended up just cutting the January part off and using it on this page. Sorry, I bumped the camera there. I'm also using up some other cards that I made. The black and white striped 3x4 card was just, I took a piece of stripy tissue paper and I had some adhesive backed cardstock. So I made my own black and white stripe pattern. The tissue paper didn't go down flat and straight, so there's a couple of crinkles in this one, which is why I'm covering it with that little purple label, but it'll be our little secret. Just doing the date and looking for some other little things to throw on the page. I'm really enjoying this whole bingo card challenge. I feel like it's kind of forcing me to get a little bit more intentional with what I'm using instead of just grabbing things randomly. And I said in a previous video, I know I have more supplies than I would ever need in a year of crafting. So I'm almost to the point now where I think I want to see how far I can push the challenge. And even if I do end up with a full card on my bingo, I may not go out and treat myself to anything. At least not supplies-wise. Maybe something for like organization or something like that. That would be different, but I don't really need any supplies. So I'm just putting these little gems down. And because I really wanted to use some of these up and make it a little bit more substantial, I ended up using about 9 or 10 of them. And I just put them all around the page. The bottom 4x6 card, I did a little line of 3. And then this one, I'm doing a little line of 3 as well. And then I thought I would go for some bows. The Heritage Collection has a lot of that like coral and mauve combination that I'm using on this page. So it's a great collection to use up. Looks like I'm almost done. I'll be back to you live here in a moment. All right. Week 2, all finished. I need to wrap this video up quickly because the shadows are starting to come across my desk. So as always, thanks for coming to hang out with me on yet another snowy catch-up day, and I will see you next video. Bye for now.